Hey, I'm Stephen Mike, and I want to share with you the most terrifying, almost unbelievable experience I ever endured. What I call this Skibidi toilet horror. Just a few months ago I was living my normal life, waking up before dawn to pound out emails at my desk, grabbing a quick coffee on my commute, and enjoying evening runs through the city park. I was healthy, busy, and completely unaware that the scariest moment of my life was lurking behind a restroom door. It all started when I stopped at a roadside convenience store during a long road trip. I'd been feeling off, fatigued, and decided a quick break and restroom stop might refresh me. The store was empty except for a flickering neon open sign and terrible overhead hum. Inside the bathroom, everything looked normal at first peeled. Vinyl flooring, porcelain stalls, that chilling echo of dripping water. Then I heard it, this bizarre, almost institutional jingle, skibidi, skibidi, reverberating through the tiles. At first I laughed it off as some prank, but the moment I swung open the last stall door, the light snapped off, plunging me into total darkness. My heart slammed against my ribs as that skibidi tune grew louder, warped, like some demonic ringtone, echoing off every wall. I fumbled for my phone's flashlight, but it died before the beam could reach the sink. In that instant, I sensed a presence, something tall and fluid shaped like a toilet but grotesquely larger, staring at me with two hollow, fluorescent eyes glowing beneath the bowl's rim. It wasn't just an inanimate fixture, it breathed, its lid twitching like a hungry jaw. Pure primal fear froze me in place as it emitted a wet, rasping hiss that sounded like steel chains dragging across tile. Next I felt it cold porcelain brushing my arm, and I bolted, bang bang banging down the aisle, door slamming behind me as I yanked the handle. Only then did the lights come roaring back on, and the store cashier looked up, confused by the loud crash. I was drenched in sweat, panting like I'd run a marathon, but tried to laugh it off, just your average paper stall scare. Though inside I knew this wasn't normal. Back in my hotel that night I researched Skibidi toilet, and discovered chilling urban legends of a haunted restroom fixture that lures victims in with the tune then rips them apart if they dare to switch off the light. The more I read, the more I realized how close I'd come to becoming one of those vanished souls. My fear morphed into a rasping determination. I wasn't going to let this thing win. I returned to the store at first light, recorded ambient audio, mapped every tile seam, and even rigged a pair of motion sensor cameras. I forced myself through that stall door one more time, armed with pepper spray and a steel flashlight. At the first click of darkness, the Skibidi chant rose, but this time, I yelled back, "I see you, overgrown toilet. I'm not afraid of you." I sprayed at the glowing eyes and cracked the lid repeatedly with the flashlight until the fixture gave a final, echoing groan and stilled. The camera picked up the moment it slumped, like a wallflower defeated. In that moment I learned something crucial. Fear only controls you if you let it. By naming my terror, confronting it, head on, I took back my power. Now, I've shared my story so none of you ever dismiss that little voice warning you something's off. If you hear that unnerving Skibidi tune, don't laugh it or face it, record it, fight it, and walk away on your own terms. Because the real horror isn't the monster itself, but how easily we let our fear trap us in the stall of our own minds. I'm Stephen Mike, and I overcame the Skibidi toilet horror, so you can too. Stay safe, stay strong, and remember, when the lights go out and you hear that tune, turn on your courage and refuse to be flushed away.